Okay, so good morning, everyone. So today is our pre-bid conference for civil works, January 2024. So before we start, we have to start for this public prayer.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Our Heavenly Father, the fount of goodness and grace, the cause of wisdom, the source of intelligence, we welcome you, O Lord, to this meaningful gathering of your beloved, who continuously give you thanks, to love you opportunity, to learn something new, and become fruitful to the works of your. May we find this in today's session and become more productive children and co-creators of the earth. This we ask and pray through Christ the Lord. Amen.
Okay, so for our attendance, we have our vice chairperson, Senator M. Palima, our back member, General Secretary, our back provisional member, Mr. Arnold B. Bernardes, and our back end user, Engineer Pastor Gomez, and usually back chairperson, Engineer Marcel Baranda. And we are also from the planning design section, Engineer Almar Elizabeth. So that's all. And since the regional works committee are all present, so if there is briefing conference for civil works, June 3, 2024, to order. So we will start. We ask Engineer Almar to discuss the scope of work of the project.
Good morning, everyone. As for today's pre-bid conference, we have rehabilitation, reconstruction of roads with slope collapse, and landslide, primary roads in Gingoog-Claveria-Villanueva Road. K1321 plus 750 to 900. As for the scope of work, we have construction of a 750 square meter retaining catchment wall with grouted riprap line canal right, and 3,150 square meters slope protection, which includes widening of roads, paved shoulder, with wind guard and concrete drainage on the left side. As for the source of fund, we have FY 2024 based on GAA. For the location, we have Misamis Oriental First Legislative District. For the appropriation, we have 100 million pesos and an approved budget cost of 96,500,000 pesos. For the duration, 330 calendar days. Next. Muna itong location before siya sa Palapay Bridge. So, next. So, muna yung ato po, as you can see, natay duha ka structure. Ang first itong structure is road slope protection, which is there is a left side. It is a 315 meters road slope protection. And dapat may retaining catchment wall, which is a 150 meter structure. Next. So, muna ang ato ang lot nga i-traverse. Next. So, muli ang detail sa ato ang right side nga retaining wall. So, natay 5 meter nga retaining wall. So, dapat siya i-grouted riprap nga line canal sa right side. Next. As for the left side, natay road slope protection, siya concrete nga drainage. So, dapat tayo PCCP diri widening o paved na shoulder as well as wheel guard. So, ang atong structure naka-rest sa earth and dapat tayo permanent nga ground anchors. Next. So, muna atong details sa line canal of wheel guard. Next. So, muna ang specific bill of quantities. For the field office, we have 11 months. Project billboard, 2 each. Occupational safety and health, 1 lump sum. Traffic management, 11 months. Mobilization and demobilization, 1 lump sum. Meter access road, 1 lump sum. Geotechnical investigation soil, 80 linear meters. Individual removal of trees, 6 each. Individual removal of structures and obstruction, 1 lump sum, and for the concrete, 249 cubic meters. Clearing and grading, 4,650 square meters. Surplus common excavation, 465.39 cubic meters. That's for the subgrade preparation, common material, 1,512 square meters. Structure excavations of track, 19,950.53 cubic meters. Embankment from Moro, 5,078.14 cubic meters. Embankment from roadway structure excavation, 262.53 cubic meters. Aggregate surface force, 338.31 cubic meters. PCCP, for the 0.15 thickness, 14 ways, 589.05 square meters. PCCP 0.3 meters thickness. We have 1,055.25 square meters. Reinforcing steel, grade 40, 76,582.67 kilograms. Structural concrete, 3,000 piece, 1,018.46 cubic meters. That's stone masonry, 28.56 cubic meters. Concrete slope protection, 1,708.2 cubic meters. Permanent ground anchor, 2,677.5 linear meters. Pipe culverts, we have 6 linear meters. Grouted riprap, 89.25 cubic meters. And for the reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings, 47.25 square meters. That's all for the bill of quantities next. As for the material source map, para sa ato ang cement and steel howling, we have in our city, and for the aggregates, gravel bed incorporated in the list. Next. As for the minimum equipment requirement, here are the list of minimum equipment requirements. Next. Previous. So, in conformance to Department Order number 11 series of 2017, these are the inclusion of the minimum materials testing equipment in the technical component of it. So for reference, kindly check na lang sa DPWH website na ito, posted yung puting na DEO. So wala siya ang title. Next. Okay, so in the same DEO, gihapon, this is the list of contractors, major construction and laboratory equipment unit. So next. So here are the labor requirement: project manager, 1 personnel, project engineer, quantity engineer, survey engineer, materials engineer, laboratory technician, foreman, also 1, unskilled personnel, 23, service driver 1, security personnel 2, safety officer and health personnel 1, and for the skilled personnel 15 people. So next. So this is the license classification. The third stage of adjustment on allowable ranges of product costs and single largest project completed track record requirements of the board resolution number 211 series of 2017. So for information. So next. So that would be all for the public conference of the 24-0047.
Now, ang katong item na back house, dili siya kwan.
You mean itong Lili sir doon. Pwede i-check sa kan. Pwede i-balik. 11 months. Pwede sir doon.
Dili ko pinunod.
Sa ano rin of way. Sir, ako na itong i-negotiate sa sir, yes sir, ang pag-aming management sir, 24 hours. Pero ang personnel, kaya tama mo sila sa time mo na sila sa naturang mga ano, atong mga signage, atong mga guides. Deliberate ko yun,
Depende yan, di ba?
naigdan ako limang mo sa akin,
First this mo ba? Eh, very specific na ba ang one of these? Social din ako sa abstract ng mga ito. Pilo na ako. Awang sa wala atong traffic management mo. Yes, lang kita tigil.
Wala siya.
Wa.
Wala siya kung yung mamlusa, yan naman kung di paggalan ng signage. Kung sakali mo kung yung sa mga specific na intensa. Yan mo siya ipagawa. Kung di pa-adjust yung mga bandipis. Kung may akong ipagawa.
Okay, thank you. So, since there's no questions, so we proceed for the checklist documents for the technical information. And this will be the section policy.
Technical and financial documents and other requirements for infrastructure projects. The distribution and receipt of these. First, technical component envelope. Class A, legal documents. Letter A, public, subjects, registration certificate, platinum membership, all pages in accordance with section 8.5.2 of the IRR. Subjects, certificate of registration and membership. All bidders shall uphold and maintain and purchase a current and updated file of the following Class A eligibility documents under sections 23.1 letter A and 24.1 letter A. 1. Registration certificate. 2. Mayor's business permits or its equivalent document. 3. Tax clearance. 4. Vehicle license and registration. And number 5. Audited financial statements. Section 8.5.2 of the IRR. For the purpose of updating the certificate of registration and membership, all Class A eligibility documents mentioned in the section supporting the veracity, authenticity, and validity of the certificate shall remain current and updated. The failure of prospective bidders to update its certificate with the current and updated Class A eligibility documents shall result in the automatic suspension of the validity of its certificate until such time that all of its expired Class A eligibility documents is being updated. For the technical documents, letter B, statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing governance and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similarly nature or from the to the contract to the bid. Letter C, statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided under the rules. Letter D, special vehicle license in case of joint ventures and registration for the type and the cost of the contract to be bid. Letter E, original copy of bid security. If in the form of a surety bond, submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission or original copy of notarized bid security declaration. For the single largest completed contract, the SLCC completed should be similar to the contract to be bid or has the same major categories of work. The SLCC value should be at least 50% of the AC to be bid upon adjustment to current prices using the PSA Consumer Price Indices. In practice, under small A and small B categories without similar experience on the contract may participate if the cost of the contract to be bid is not more than the allowable range of contract cost of their registration. For the bid security purpose, to guarantee that the successful bidder shall, within 10 calendar days from receipt of the notice of award, enter into contract with the PE and furnish the performance security required. Form of bid security. Letter A, cash for cashier's manager's check. The amount is 2% of ABC. Bank guarantee draft or a revocable letter of credit issued by a universal or commercial bank. The amount is 2% of ABC. Letter C, surety bond callable upon demand, accompanied with certification from Insurance Commission. The amount is 5% of ABC. Letter E, bid security declaration. No percentage required. Only one form of bid security is required to be submitted. Bidders have the option to choose their preferred form of bid security. Letter F. Project requirements, which shall include the following. A. Organizational chart for the contract to be bid. B. List of contractors' key personnel. Example, project manager, project engineers, materials engineers, and foremen to be assigned to the contract to be bid with their complete qualification and experience data. List of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, and or under purchase agreements, supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment master vendor for duration of the project as the case may be. The contractor's key person. The key personnel should meet the following number of years work experience. The experience means total years of civil works experience of any nature in construction and engineering consultancy service. Include the tax identification number of the key personnel. Compliance to Department Order 98 Series of 2016, revised guidelines on the accreditation of contractors, consultants, materials engineer. Compliance to Department Order 98 Series of 2016, revised guidelines on the accreditation of contractors, consultants, materials engineer, and to include the contact number of materials engineer. The proposed key technical personnel is an employee of the bidder and working on another project at the time of the bidding. The bidder shall submit a certification that 1. The personnel will be pulled out from the ongoing project once the bidder is awarded the contract. And number 2, he/she will be replaced with another person with equal or better qualifications as certified by the head of the implementing office pursuant to Department Order number 9, series of 2012. The proposed key personnel and replacement must be named in the bidding document. The contractor's major equipment units. The contractor is required to provide proofs of ownership and other supporting documents for equipment owned, lease agreements for equipment to be leased, and or under purchase agreements, supported the certificate of availability of equipment from the equipment master vendor for the duration of the projects. Proofs of ownership and other supporting documents for equipment pledged must specify and indicate the model, year, capacity, performance, size, plate number, motor number, battery number, chassis serial number, engine serial number, specific location and condition for Department Order 58 series of 2012. Contractor's minimum materials testing equipment. This referred to Department Order 11 series of 2017 for the minimum material testing equipment. DPWH Procurement Manual Volume 2, Infrastructure Main Guidelines specifically enforce the submission of the materials testing equipment as stated in Clause 5.6.2.8, Technical Proposal, and Clause 5.6.2.8.4.c. The project requirements used to inform DPWH-INFR-15. List of contractors, major construction and laboratory equipment units to be assigned to the contract supported by certification and availability. Letter G. The regional duly signed omnibus sworn statement and if applicable, the regional notarized secretary certificate in case of appropriation, partnership, or cooperation, or a regional special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture being full power and authority. These officers will sign the OSS and do acts to represent the leader. For the financial documents, letter H, the prospective bidder's computation of net financial contracting capacity. Class B, letter I, if applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement in accordance with the public number 4566 and IRR in case the joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide the provisions of the GDA in the instant that the bid is successful. For the financial component envelope, the regional duly signed and accomplished financial bid form and other documentary requirements under the public law number 9184 Original of duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities. Duly accomplished detailed estimates form, including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up with a bid. Cash flow by quarter. For the detailed estimates, accordance to Department Order 197 series of 2016, the following items shall be subjected to OCM and profit markup. 1. Mobilization and demobilization. 2. Provision of service vehicle. And 3. Permits and clearances. Accordance to Department Order 197 series of 2016, the following non-civil works items shall not be subjected to OCM markup: field, laboratory office, and living quarters with rental basis, furnishing of furnitures, laboratory equipment, survey equipment and consumables, assistance to the engineers, photographs, health and safety, traffic management, environmental compliance, communication equipment, etc. For the submission and receipt of bids, bid submission may be done manually or electronically online. However, bidders should only select one mode of submission, either manual or electronic. The address for receipt of bids submitted manually is back conference room, 3rd floor, DPWH Misamis Oriental. For electronic submission, electronic bids underscore Misamis Oriental 1 at dpwh.gov.ph. For the bid evaluation, the financial component of the bids of each class bidder shall be evaluated using non-discretionary criteria, including arithmetical corrections for computational errors, and thus determine the correct total calculated bid process. The batch shall automatically disqualify a total calculated bid price which exceeds the ABC. The following factors are to be considered in the evaluation of the bid prices. Completeness. No price in required item non-compliant, indicating a 0 or a dash 3 to the GOP. All prices are deemed to include all taxes. Bids not addressing or providing all of the required items in the bidding documents, including, where applicable, BOQ, shall be considered non-responsive. Arithmetical corrections. Bid prices in figures versus words. Words per day. Total price versus unit price per item. Unit price per item prevails. Total price versus actual sum of component items. Actual sum prevails. Unit cost in detailed estimate versus unit cost in BOQ. BOQ prevails. For the post-qualification, verification of legal requirements, licenses, certificates, permits, non-inclusion in blacklist. Technical requirements, key personnel, minimum work experience requirements should be satisfied. Availability and commitments of major construction equipment and materials laboratory equipment. Performance in ongoing government and private contracts. Negative slippage of at least 15% in any project or a negative slippage of at least 10% in each of 2 or more contracts. Failure of the contractor to commence repair works and ongoing contracts within 7 calendar days and to complete them within 30 calendar days after receipt of the procurement entity's notice of defects and deficiencies. Failure of the contractor to commence repair works and contracts with pending certificates of acceptance within 30 calendar days and complete them with 90 days after receipt of the procuring entity's notice of defects and failures. Technical requirements, substandard quality of work as per contract plans and specifications, or unsatisfactory performance of the contractor's obligations as per contract terms and conditions at the time of inspection. Financial requirements, bid price proposal, NFCC. For the contract award, the contract shall be awarded to the bidder whose bid has been determined to be the lowest calculated and responsive bid as a result of the detailed evaluation and post-qualification conducted. The successful bidder shall be notified through the issuance of notice of award within the bid validity period and must be confirmed by the successful bidder in writing within 10 days upon receipt thereof in accordance with section 37.2.2 of the 2016 revised RRR of the Republic Act 1984. The common reasons in the failure of submission of bids. Failure to submit original copy of the surety bond certified by the Insurance Commission indicating the name of project, the procuring entity, and name of contractor. Short bid validity and bid security validity period. Overlapping of the batch equipment and committed key technical personnel. Failure to indicate the validity of bid in the bid form. Late submission of bids. Failure to submit supporting documents. Example, certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor vendor for the duration of the project. If equipment pledge is to be leased or chased. Negative slippage in the ongoing projects, negative 15% or more, or negative 10% in each of the 2 or more ongoing projects. Unsatisfactory CPEs rating. Common errors in the submission of bids. Incomplete pages of bid documents, technical and financial. Authority of the signatory to sign on behalf of the bidder. Single proprietor, signatory should be the owner, proprietor only. Corporation, cooperative, board secretary's certificate and board resolution. Joint venture resolution agreement. Partnership, as indicated in the articles of partnership. That's all, thank you. Policy in the procurement of contracts for infrastructure works, goods, and consulting services as per Department Order number 17 series of 2015. Prescribe 69.1. In addition to provisions of rules 21 and 22 of this IRR, the whole, subject to the authority delegated to the BAP, if any, shall impose on bidders or prospective bidders the administrative penalty of suspension for 1 year for the first offense and suspension of 2 years for the second offense from participating in the competitive bidding process, as well as disqualification from further participating in the competitive bidding being undertaken by the procuring entity concerned, where applicable for the following violations. All other acts that tend to defeat the purpose of competitive bidding, such as habitually withdrawing from bidding, submitting late bids, or patently insufficient bid for at least 3 times within a year, except for valid reasons. Strikes violation. 1. A bidder that had purchased bidding documents that subsequently withdrawn from the bidding or submitted a letter of non-participation or did not submit a bid without a valid cost as determined by that with the bids and awards committee concerned. A bidder submitting insufficient defective documents such as insufficient bid securities and other deficiencies. A bidder submitting a late bid without a valid cost as determined by the that concerned. Other acts that tend to defeat the purpose of bidding, public bidding, as determined by the concerned that, provided these acts have been indicated or discussed in the instructions to bidders, bid bulletins, notices, minutes of pre-bid conference, or other similar instruments. Strikes violations. A bidder that had purchased bidding documents but subsequently withdrawn from the bidding or submitted a letter of non-participation or did not submit a bid without a valid cost as determined by the bids and awards committee concerned. Valid reason. Upon computation, its price bid was determined to be about the ABC, or goods to be supplied are no longer available in the market. A bidder submitting a late bid without a valid cost as determined by the that concerned. Valid reason. Due to force majeure and parenting restrictions. A bidder submitting insufficient effective documents such as insufficient bid securities. Number 1. Bid security not in the name of the bidder. Number 2. Insufficient amount and validity period. Number 3. Not issued in the name of the procuring entity. Submission of not valid filters. The failure of the prospective bidder to submit its filtered certificate with the current and updated Class A eligibility documents. Example, legal and financial documents. Valid reason not accepted. Failure to submit mandatory forms. Price schedule, bid form, notarized bid securing declaration, notarized omnibus foreign statement. Other required forms in the bid securing bid aside from the bid securing declaration. Statement of the bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started. Statement of the bidders LLCC similar to the contract to be bid. Owner's certificate of acceptance or CPE's rating accompanying the statement of the bidders LLCC. Bidders computation of NFCC are committed line of credit for goods. Notarized joint venture agreement for notarized statements as to forming JV for goods. Certification as to reciprocity of the foreign bidders for goods. Special legal license for joint venture for infrastructure. DUPA and cash flow for infrastructure. Valid reasons not acceptable. For CSD, failure to submit any of the following: certificate of employment, contract agreement, curriculum detail. Valid reasons not accepted. Submission of the following required forms as indicated in the sixth edition of the Philippine bidding documents without name, legal capacity, and signature of the bidder authorized representative. Number 1, bid form. Number 2, price schedules. Number 3, bid securing declaration. Number 4, omnibus sworn statement. Number 5, GVA. Valid reasons not acceptable. Nomination of key personnel of the bidding profession as per the point of the bidding document. Valid reason not applicable. Failure to submit proof of ownership, lease, purchase agreement, or pledge agreement. Valid reason not applicable. Failure to submit certification of key personnel, Department Order 9 Series 2012. Valid reason not applicable. Failure to comply with the required number of key personnel and equipment. Valid reason not applicable. Participating in the bidding but not related business type as indicated in the mayor's permit for goods. Valid reasons not applicable.
For the procurement activities, issuance and loading of bidding documents, including buying, payment of downloaded bidding documents on June 17, 2024 until 10 p.m. Hard copies at procurement unit third floor DPWH smoke bay. Downloadable from the following websites, the DPWH websites and the Philippines website. The receipt of bids, graphic of bidding documents, same date and same time, June 17, 2024 until 10 p.m. at DPWH smoke bay. For the opening of bids, still same date and time, June 17, 2024 at 10 p.m. Back and also DPWH. Okay. For the category of works for 24KK007, the major category of works is RCSPS, roads, constructions, law protection, music, structural ratios, preventive retaining structures, and welding. For the contractors, key personnel, for the project engineer, the number of personnel 1, general experience 5 years, and relevant experience 5 years. For the project engineer, we valid PRC license, number of personnel 1, general experience 3 years, and relevant experience 3 years. For the materials engineer, we valid PRC license and materials engineer certificate, number of personnel 1, and general experience and relevant experience. DPWH accredited materials engineer. For the program, we government issued ID, number of personnel 1, so general experience 3 years and relevant experience 3 years. Safety officer with course certification, number of personnel 1, and the general experience and relevant experience under construction, occupational safety and health training. So the total number of personnel is 5. if a proposed key personnel is an employee of the bidder and working on another project at the time of the bidding, the bidder shall submit a certification that the personnel will be put out from the ongoing project once the bidder is awarded the contract. And he or she will be replaced with another person with equal or better qualification as certified by the head of the implementing office, pursuant to Department Order Number 3 Series of 2012. The proposed key personnel and replacement must be named in the bidding document. So this is a sample of the technical and financial documents. The bidder and supporting documents should be hard and properly bound. So that's all. So since you are done, any questions from all YouTube viewers? None. So since there's no questions, any motion for the agenda?
Mr. Chair, there being no other agenda for this proceedings, now move for the adjournment of this pre-bid conference on civil works dated June 3, 2024.
I second, Mr. Chair.
Since it was moved and seconded, so declare this pre-bid conference for civil works June 3, 2024 adjourned. So thank you everyone and good morning.